Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown. I am back in my cider shed with some more cider to try. And I'll give you a clue as to the producer of the cider I'm going to try. I think it's the last bottle of the delivery I got. There's a clue. Yep, that's a shrew, which means it's Artist Straw. Artist Straw. So Lydia and Tom and Lydia, in Herefordshire, making great ciders, and Lydia's painting some beautiful labels as well. There's another cracker, absolutely gorgeous. We love them, but it's not what's on the bottle, it's what's in the bottle. It's most important. But let's read what it says on the labels. This is called Samhain 2020 Artist Straw Cider, still medium, unfiltered, unpasteurised and wild fermented. 'Tis the day the veil is thin, darker days Samhain brings. To our blessed ancestors we invite our blessed thanks and unite. Pressed 1st November, on the very morning of Samhain itself, the majority of this cider is made from the knotted kernel apple, a rare variety that was thought to be lost until the 1980s when it was discovered growing in New Zealand. However, this supposition was proven wrong by ourselves when we found some majestic 60-year-old trees growing happily in one of the orchards we care for here in Herefordshire. Their fruit, the colour of rubies and the shape and size of cherries, these beautiful fruits yield an extraordinary flavour unlike that of any other apple we work with. Rich, decadent and unctuous, this cider brings to mind petrichor, dark ripe berries and strolls in the ancient woodland. Drink as the sun sets atop the highest hill you can find. Medium still PG cider. Apples, well, not at kernel, talked about that one, with Kingston Black, Lambrook Pippin, Foxwell and some unidentified cooking apples. So we've got bitter sharps, I think dessert and, well, Foxwell sharp, very sharp. So yeah, I expect this to have a bit of acidity, but it also should have some sugar. If it's anything like the Kingston Black we tried from them, Kingston Black, which is in this as well, so bitter sharp, but the sharpness, the acidity was balanced by sugar and it was absolutely fab. I loved that 2020 Kingston Black, absolutely loved it. Might still have some 2019 Kingston Black from those guys knocking about somewhere. Maybe not. No, I don't. Sold it all. No matter. Let's open this up. Whoop. Did I say still? Still, I did. But the Kingston Black said still and had a little bit of a sparkle to it, which I quite liked. I really did. Pour it out. There we go. Nice colour. Nice colour. Quite bright. See, that's bordering on... See, that's getting into Irn-Bru and Tizer territory, that. And I do like it when that happens. It looks fab. It's a bit brighter, I want to say, than some of the ones we've had. Really nice looking thing, that. Gorgeous colour. Lovely amber. Absolutely beautiful colour. We like it very much indeed. Let's give it a bit of a swirl. Got a slight head. It almost looks like a real ale with sort of the head that's gathering on it. It's not a bad thing. I mean, like a camera, you know, cask ale. That's what I mean to say. Let's smell it. Yeah, so I'm getting some acidity on the nose. It's pretty bright, the nose, but I also thought I got some sort of like sort of sugary toffee element to it. A hint of like burnt sugar, caramel, sort of dark toffee element to it, I think, on the nose as well, which I like. Yeah, nice, nice. Fresh, bright apple, but there's a richness to it as well. There's almost like a toffee caramel element. Don't think it smells like a toffee apple, but yeah, not like that, but it's got some depth to it. That really, real dip. Yeah, I think almost like almost like a molasses, sort of hint of molasses about it. I want to say, great nose, really great nose. Yeah, and it does smell like it's going to have a little bit of acidity. He said medium, so hopefully that sweet and sour will work together. Only one way to find out. Nice tannin, nice sweetness, really good. Cold racked, I assume, to halt the fermentation. But still 6.7, so there's some sugar in this. There's some sugar in this for sure. Jeez, that's high alcohol, considering it's still got residual sugar in from the apple. Yeah, So it's got some. Let me have another sip. I enjoyed the first sip so much. There's a hint of a prickle about this as well. There is. There's a stringency though. Absolutely got a stringency. There's sugar. There's a slight darkness to the sugar though that's making me think almost like molasses again. There's almost like a pithy bitterness to it as well, which I like. That works really well. The apple flavour is like, I mean, it is like caramelised, salted apple is the character of this. Absolutely. It's really nice. It's really nice. Yeah. The tannin, with the acidity, with the sugar, with the fruit, and there's minerality as well. Quite a rich dark finish on the back. It's on the back I'm getting that almost like molasses-like character, and that pithiness as well, that slight bitterness. This is a really interesting complex cider. I really like it. It's a sipper. If you like bone-dry ciders, you ain't going to like it. But I like sugar. I like sugar. I'm totally open about the fact. It doesn't bother me one bit. I can drink dry as well, but I do like sugar. And I think actually when you have sweetness with like leatheriness and tartness as well, it works fantastically well. This is super. It's really interesting. Really interesting. Yeah. And that slight prickle as well just lifts it. Just, I mean, don't get me wrong, if it was absolutely still, it would be great. But I think that tiny prickle just makes it that bit more interesting. I really do think it lifts it just a fraction. This is rich though. It is rich. It's got that residual sugar despite everything else. It's sitting on my palate. It's almost feels like slightly sticky. It's so rich, but it's absolutely fab. It's a fab cider. I really like it. I mean, it's a dessert. Really, I want to say that it's a dessert. It's not super sweet, but it is rich. It absolutely is. But I like it very, very much indeed. Very much indeed. So that was the Samhain, 6.7%, pressed 2020, November, 1st November. Or was it picked? Pressed 1st November, yeah. So almost exactly 2 years ago to the day. To the day is now when I'm filming this. That this was pressed. Fantastic. We like it very much indeed. We like it very much indeed. Yeah. Artist Straw, Lydia, Tom, they just keep on delivering. We like them very much indeed. So thank you, Lydia and Tom. I'm going to enjoy drinking the rest of this. And to the rest of you, thank you for joining me in my cider shed. I hope you join me again. But until that time, cheers.